Statement of our Honorable Prime Minister, the Viksit Bharat and Samriddh Bharat and Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas. This budget comprises all these things.
What do you think about the budget?
Government has to see all the development aspect. As a taxpayer, everybody thinks that there should be relaxation in that. TOD concept, it is a very new concept, and if you do not emphasize the terminology in the budget, then it vanishes in the urban development vicinity.
Hello, this is Khushboo Kumari from the New Indian, and with me joining today is Mr. Prabhakar Kumar, who is the head of urban sector for REPL, and he worked on many important projects like PMAY and the Smart City project in Varanasi and Indore.
REPL is in the mainly planning, architecture, real estate and infrastructure development consultancy work. So we did the various government-sponsored, central government-sponsored large project comprising of that PMAY Pradhan Mantri Awaas Yojana, particularly in UP, which we covered. We had the target of the 15 lakhs housing for the urban poor, and we were the major player for achieving that, and around 2 lakhs, more than 2 lakhs houses DPR PMC, and we contributed, and we are proud enough to feel that okay, for the urban poor we contributed the 2 lakh housing in the urban poor sector. Similarly, in the Smart City project, in all over India, 9 Smart City project we have done, starting from scratch to end, means starting from DPR planning, DPR PMC work, and delivering the project. And the one of the more prestigious, that the Indore Smart City, which always ranked #1 in the country, and the Honorable Prime Minister constituency Varanasi, then Kanpur, Moradabad, etc., and some hilly region also. So diverse experience we had in the Smart City also, and various large scale infrastructure project REPL has delivered successfully.
Now, if we talk about the budget that was tabled on July 23 by Sitharaman, she put forth 9 focuses, and one of them was urban development and skilling of Indian youth. So, what do you think about the budget? Is it a beneficiary budget? Is it in the favor of urban development? What's your take on that?
Yeah, when I see budget in a total, considering all the 9 sectors, 9 the priorities sectors, and if I recall the statement of our Honorable Prime Minister, the Viksit Bharat and Samriddh Bharat and Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, this budget comprises all these things. When you see, without any infrastructure development, without rural-urban combination of the development, without a skill development, and without industrial development, whole region cannot be developed. So in this budget, this aspect has been covered, and agriculture is the base of Indian economy. So agriculture is already covered. Industrialization is covered. So this is towards the complete development orientation toward the achieving the goal. Second, the regional balance also. Somehow the question has been raised that okay, this time Bihar, Odisha has been given more importance, Andhra Pradesh has been given more importance. Why not? If those regions which are deprived of, those which are increasing at a very slow rate, so being a Prime Minister or being a Finance Minister, their priority is, because this is first budget for this Narendra Modi government tenure 3.0. 4 more budget has to come, because during the 5 years. So starting with those regions which need more boosting. Previously it was focused on the central, and then west, then little bit north. The east need to be relooked and give them participation, proper participation in the making the India as a developed country.
10 lakh for the urban development. Do you think it is sufficient, or there should have been more budget allocation?
sufficient budget or insufficient budget, it is very comparative and very questionable that if I say that it is not sufficient, because government has to see all the development aspect equally, and what are the gaps and what are the potentials. On that basis they make the budgetary provision ki, okay, if gap is more or if potential is more, then allocation is more. If gap is less and even potential is more, then in that ratio that is. So 10 lakh crore in the phase of in the duration of 5 years, I think that is a good start, because if you compare with the last financial year provision and this financial year provision, it has increased by 8 to 10%.
Okay.
So that has increased, the budgetary provision has increased. And definitely there is no limit in investment or allocating the budget. But keeping the balanced approach, this is, I think this is a good start.
Do you think on the ground reality, PMAY first part has worked well? It achieved the target they put forward?
Yes, I think PMAY 1 was the very, very successful model, because the introduction of DBT means direct beneficiary transfer. It was not included in previous term, because previously it was slum free city plan of action or any Awaas Yojana, whatever has been done. The direct beneficiary was not getting their money in their account. They were getting through government channels. So there was that very challenge and lacuna in that region. But in PMAY, the best part was it was the Aadhaar enabled DBT, and then they modified into the family Aadhaar enabled DBT. So actual beneficiary got the direct payment from the government, and they constructed the house. Payment was done in a phased manner, so that if you complete one phase, then you will get the other payment. So the misuse was very less in other year, and because nobody can tell that 100% utilization was there or 100% was it has been achieved. But in my opinion, though it was a start, first time DBT was started in that PMAY, yet it has achieved the goal, and it was the successful model for that urban poor increasing, because we have seen on the ground that if you talk to the urban poor, they feel very proud that last 30 years, 40 years they were staying in the kacha houses, and when the rainy season comes, when the winter comes, then they started to threat like that, okay, how they will continue with the livelihood.
So for skilling youth, they are giving internship to the youth in 500 top companies. So do you think it's a best option? It could benefit the youth?
Definitely. See, in skilling you must have observed that the skilling was oriented to the industry, whether it is private company or industries. The courses, if you will see the Skill India curriculum and Skill India courses, they are more oriented to those who will be skilled. They will be absorbed in either industry, manufacturing industry, any industry, or in private sectors. And on training, internship, what do you understand by internship? Internship means they are doing the training, and during that training they are getting the practical knowledge. So that is the best part. I am urban planner. I did planning from SPA Delhi. What we were teaching, taught in the classes and in the studio, and when we did the internship, then after doing internship, then in final semester our approach was changed. This is not only bookish thing, but what is the ground reality, what is the practical implication the candidate faces, and what need to be included in that? What approach need to be changed? Through that internship, that approach gets changed, and that matters, and it will make them compatible enough to enter into the competitive market.
Okay, final thoughts on income tax.
As a taxpayer, everybody thinks that there should be relaxation in that because okay, initial slab you are changing, but day by day as India is growing, the per capita income is growing, the income of every individual is growing, so that slab need to be changed, and I think there is much more debate is required and the thought process is required to not only change the slab but the pattern of taxes also, because as a being taxpayer we sometimes feel, personally, this is not a professional, but personally we feel that okay, we are paying GST, we are paying toll tax, we are paying income tax, so many taxes we are paying, so definitely the streamlining and single taxation, like one nation, one citizenship, one Aadhaar, like that, so one tax type of thing can be thought of, and it may increase the happiness of the individual taxpayer.
If we see the budget, can you just split it for our viewers to understand what more has been done in the field of urban development, like TOD and the digitalization of land development?
Yeah, that TOD concept, it is very new concept, and all over India is adopting that, and it was very good that in budget particularly they have mentioned the TOD. Nowadays you see that any corridor, multimodal corridor, because land is scarce, core urban area is getting saturated, metropolitan cities are getting saturated, and there is very heavy load on the various type of infrastructure, whether it is transport infrastructure or physical infrastructure, whatever, the waters, anything. But the people who are sitting, if they have opportunity to very fast access to every nodes, and if I don't have any car, or if I don't have any mode of transportation, but if I have that opportunity to, okay, I have to go to particular industrial region or commercial region or particular node, and I may go through the rapid rail or metro, and from there I can take the other mode of transportation which is easily available. So that concept originated the concept of that TOD. And in this budgetary provision, they emphasize that okay, in 14 large cities, they will develop a TOD zones, and that will increase the help in the development of industrial nodes and commercial nodes. Second, you talked about the digitization of land record. In India, if you will see, we have done various master plan, various development plan, and when we take the record from the revenue department, and if we understand the ownership of things, there are many areas where the land record are very confusing. So this is a very good initiative of the central government, that digitization of land record. It is must, because there are so many lands which are not known, and they are in the debate, they are under the litigation, who is the real owner of that land. And since transparency is not there, so if you want to purchase any land, you have to think much more that whether I am purchasing this land that belong to that seller or not. The one land is sold 3 times, 4 times to multiple users. So that particular thing will be stopped, and the transparency will come, and the ownership, real ownership digitization will be done. So this is very good step.
Yes, a point taken. In the world where digitization is the key to success and to grow and to achieve Viksit Bharat, it's very necessary to digitize the land record as well. So it's been 30 long years in the industry for you. So are you guys thinking of any other expansion plan?
We are continuously, gradually increasing and expanding. Previously it was mainly architecture and planning work. Then we entered into the large infrastructure project, then PMAY project, then a smart city, and then tourism sector we introduced, and in tourism sector we started the work. And actually the Skill India, I forgot to tell about the Skill India project, because under DDU GKY scheme, we have trained the around 1,000 students, and approximately 60% a student has been placed. So it is not only giving the training, but giving the training to the rural poor students who are unskilled, and make them capable enough to do the job. So skilling as well as the employment. So we are gradually increasing, and definitely it is not the end, but you can say that it is the start, that the increasing in diverse sector as well as the diverse region also. Since previously we were more concise at the northern side, now eastern, western, southern, northeast region we are spreading, and even the overseas we are spreading.
So considering that your company is listed as well, so how was the stock fare after the budget? Was it upward or downwards? How is the stock faring right now?
No, definitely it will move up, because see, in the budget, what as per our company potential and company eligibility, we see that okay, under the PMAY, 10 lakh crore budget had been sanctioned, and 1 crore house, urban poor house, has to again need to be constructed and provided to the urban poor, and this is our forte. So we have to grab that opportunity. We are doing in UP and in Maharashtra, Pune. We will spread some other region also. So we have ample opportunity to expand our business in region as well as in the volume. Second, infrastructure. In infrastructure, approximately 11 lakh crore budget has been sanctioned, and we are strong enough in infrastructure. So definitely our business will spread in region as well as in the volume. Third, skill development. 20 lakhs youth need to be skilled up, and the budget provision is around 1.5 crore. So 1.5 lakh crore. So 1.5 lakh crore need to be invested in the skilling and employment and education. Even we are doing the functional plan for whole NCR region, education functional plan for NCR region. We are into the skilling as well as education sector also. So these three will definitely give us ample opportunity to grab. If we grab 10%, 15% of that particular budget and spread ourselves, then definitely because we are listed company, and in any listed company, if your business is expanding not in a one sector but multiple sector and in multiple region, then definitely the stock price will go up and the company will grow.
But if we talk about capital gain tax, that was on real estate decreased. But so how do you think that is going to affect it?
People will not stop buying that, because even in the stock buying things, you can see that the multiple sector, if they feel that in this sector will, though the capital gain will decrease, but the multiplicity will increase, then they will have a faith that, because various steps has been taken by the government to boost the real estate sector, give confidence in the private sector to invest in that, even either through RERA or either through MSME protection, all these things. The consumer behavior has changed and confidence has increased, that if I am investing in particular real estate sector stock, then they will deliver, and if faith will be there in the market, then it will be increased. So that will, I think, because I am not a core real estate market expert, but as a general people, if I have to invest, I will. investors.
So it was nice talking to you. So this was Prabhakar Kumar with me, Khushboo Kumari. Keep watching The New India.